Hey there, wild ones. Welcome or welcome back. Kat here. So listen, yesterday I was out, or a couple days ago, I guess, maybe now. I was out and about and shopping, and I went to check out, and this overwhelming energy kind of came over me. I'm not sure what's going to come out during this reading, but this message needs to come through for somebody. Now, this is a collective reading. Um, you might be here from my other channel, my main channel, Stars Aligned Oracle, where we do mostly Aquarius or readings over there, but everybody is welcome over there. But same here. This is more of a collective reading. Of course, everybody's welcome here on this channel as well. But the energy that it was like this energy came over me of somebody who was embarrassed, almost shy in one way or another, but not like a natural shy, like somebody who's shy. It was in an embarrassed energy, a withdrawn energy, an energy of somebody. Again, this wasn't my energy. It was like it overtook me as I was checking out. Somebody who feels like they have gone backwards in life, or that life hasn't turned out the way they wanted it to or thought they would, or maybe they feel like they should be farther along than they are. But as I was checking out, it's as if my voice left me, right? And the person checking me out, or the cashier person, was like asking questions, or what have you, and it was as if I didn't have a voice and I couldn't speak or respond, and or it was very quiet, very mute, very limited kind of energy. And there was a back and forth several times, like them asking and me responding, and them asking and me responding, and them asking and me responding. It was almost like I was outside of my body. I mean, obviously I wasn't, but it wasn't my energy. It wasn't me, if that makes sense. It was very odd. It was very alarming. And anyway, it came through that it was an energy of one of you. Okay. So one of you, or many of you may be feeling a bit embarrassed with where you are at in life. Okay. May feel a little, ooh, jumping cards. That was crazy, crazy. How those just jumped like that. And there was a few, but I didn't get them all. Yeah. Maybe feeling as if you're like, almost as if you went backwards. It was almost like a Benjamin Button kind of energy. It was almost as if maybe you have lived this big, large life, and then something happened somewhere along the line, and it kind of felt like it was backwards. And there was that energy of embarrassment, of feeling as if the like you had such a big, large life, and then it's like something happened, and now you maybe are feeling like you don't have that big, large life, and there's embarrassment. I'm not sure. It's just the energy that kind of came over. And then as soon as I was out of the store, it was like I kind of stumbled around almost. It was very, like very withdrawn. Low, if any, confidence or self-esteem. Yeah, you see, look at that. The love and the love lined up right there. Low, if any, self-esteem. It was like feeling very timid or intimidated. It was just a very interesting energy. But as soon as I left and was outside of the store, yeah, it went away. I wasn't feeling that anymore. I was back to my normal, regular self. So it was very interesting. So, yeah, so spirit. Whew, wow, look at this. This is powerful. Brought me to the channel to bring this to all of you wild ones, because somebody is feeling some type of way, and spirit wants you to hear this message. Okay, so your first card that came out here is purpose. I know what I am here to do. Okay, so some of you may feel like you know your purpose, or you know, or you knew it. It's almost like you knew it, and something happened and it kind of knocked you off your path, or knocked you down a peg maybe, or something. Okay, something. It's as if you went backwards, or you've been feeling as if you're going backwards for a little bit. That is going to turn around. You do have a purpose. We all have a purpose. You may just have felt like, okay, now this may not resonate for everybody. You may just have felt like you were on the path to your purpose and maybe you weren't, okay? Maybe you were going through some experiences, some lessons, something to get you ready for it, and maybe you weren't. But there's also this energy or this feeling of floating for quite a while, okay? So some of you, this has been a minute that you've been feeling this way, or maybe it's being more heightened or highlighted now because you're just about ready to move on to the next phase. It's kind of what's feeling like, okay? So this is all, it's as if everything is coming to the surface because you now have a choice with the Two of Wands here, okay? You now have a choice to make. Are you going to stay where you are? Some of you feel as if you've been lazy or you've been procrastinating or you've been putting things off or you haven't been following through or something that has held you in that same position. And now it's interesting because you know how you can hear people say who have made it big or who have done big things, you know, the if this happened or that happened, I know what to do to kind of be in the same position or be wealthy or be successful or whatever in the next 6 months to a year. If I lost everything right now, I would know exactly what I need to do to rebuild, and I would rebuild within 6 months to a year. I don't know why Donald Trump's coming through here, not for or against, not about, but it's like, you know, hasn't Donald Trump like had bankruptcies or had like lost everything and then rebuilt it all or something? I'm not sure why Spirit's bringing that through, but it might mean something to you, whoever this is meant for, okay? But it's almost as if that kind of energy, like somebody saying, oh yeah, I know, right? But for some of you, that hasn't been the case for you, and you feel like you have potentially made some choices that were not the best, right? You have this maybe energy. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Something happened that really made you, for some, very fearful, for others untrusting. There's an energy of feeling like you're going to get in trouble, okay? And I'm assuming that on this channel that we're all adults here, but there's a feeling, an overwhelming feeling of feeling like you're going to get in trouble, like something you say or something you do or somebody from somewhere, right, maybe even the past here, is going to come through with some judgment, like, right, this overwhelming feeling. So the next one you have is judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, right? So for some of you, you're going through the challenges, you're going through the lessons, you're going through the experiences. This is a part of the path, but it's been very difficult. It hasn't been easy, and you it feels very much like you have been moved into a space, or you've moved yourself into a space as of late, where you might really be judging yourself or feeling the judgment or perceived judgment of other people, okay? Feeling embarrassed, feeling as if other people are like looking down upon you, or as if they're the respect that once had been there or potentially you had built up has been lost, okay? Spirit's indicating that this may, right, because now we have the Six of Cups. This may be, I don't know why it's like, it's 3 months, 3 years for some of you, but also I'm getting that six because you have the six right here, right? 6 months, 6 years, or moving into that some of you have been going through this. That is a long time, between 3 months to 3 years and 6 months to 6 years, right? Even just between the 3 months and 3 years, right? And 6 months and 6 years. So it could be 3 months to 6 years, right? I'm not sure why that's coming through the way that it is, but some of you will understand that. It could be that something started in the 3 to 6 month range, okay? And then now maybe it's been the 6 months to 6 year range, something. It's not meant to make sense to me. It's meant to make sense to you, okay? But there is an energy of this has been going on for a long time. There is a past or a history of this, okay? So for those of you that this is just starting out, this message may not actually be for you because this feels like it's been going on for a while, but you have that Six of Cups. So you do have, okay, the memories of being successful, okay, or being loved, or being in a relationship, or being in a home, or being financially more stable, or whatever this may be specifically for you. You have the muscle memory. For those of you that that resonates for, maybe you did something or worked on a I don't know why, a line, like a factory line maybe, or something like that. Maybe you did something such as that. But you do have the memories, okay? And yes, no matter how long it's been for you, and no matter what other people think or say, you do still have those. For some of you, you may have kind of locked them away, or kind of closed off the doors to those, because for some of you, you may feel as if whatever it was that kind of knocked you back down a peg, that it, wasn't part of your purpose or part of your path. Or if you go out on your own, for some of you that have all that knowledge, all that experience, all those lessons that you have learned, or all the muscle memory, whatever it may be specifically for you, you feel as if you might get judgment, you might get heat. For some of you, I don't know why this is coming through, but you may have been in a field or done something as far as business or career go, or even within a relationship. For some of you, maybe in the spotlight, or maybe like a celebrity kind of thing, where you may feel like you have been blacklisted in one way or another. Maybe you're having a difficult time finding a job, or creating something, or finding a new relationship. For some of you, I keep hearing, as far as love goes, because here we are, double loves lined up together right here, that somebody, you were potentially in a relationship with somebody who really wanted you to be only theirs, but they didn't want to only be yours. And so they would send people, this is so interesting that this is coming through, to places that you might be without them, or even when you were broken up or split up, where people would like approach people who had approached you. Hopefully that makes sense. And be like, oh, this is this person's person, or this person is with this person, or almost like in a territorial way. It's very interesting. I don't know why that's coming through, but for some of you that needs to come through. And so then there's a concern, a judgment, or that memory keeps coming up, or what have you, of putting yourself out there. Okay, now look, you have the double love here. That embarrassment, that embarrassed feeling is coming back through, that I felt the other day. Okay, so this is bringing up, for some of you are feeling very embarrassed within this, whether that has to do with the love part, with I'm not sure, but that feeling, that energy of almost not even being able to speak, or being able to speak very loud, or fluently, is coming through. Okay, it's as if there's that shiver, that kind of a shake underneath, or inside, where it's like there's that concern, or that worry, or that fear, that embarrassment that is coming up, almost as if they, whoever, doesn't want to be seen, and therefore doesn't want to be heard. I'm so sorry if this is you, if you're going through this. Okay, let's move to the next couple cards. You do have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Okay, some of you need to be reminded of the good within you, of all you've done, of all you're capable of your achievements, of all of that, right? See the good in you, because some of you have forgotten, right? That's where that Six of Cups coming through here is coming back in. Some of you have forgotten just how amazing and wonderful you are, how lovable you are, and how you deserve love. Okay, this is yes here. Okay, um, right, and it's time to practice that, to move into an energy. Now, isn't it interesting that all three of these are a variation of purple, which is a rich kind of royal energy? So for some of you, it's time, it's coming through, that it's time for you to move back into that rich kind of royal energy. Now, like, you have a maybe, you have yes, you have yes, you have yes. Okay, so some of you are on the fence. You're kind of not really sure. Maybe I could go this way, maybe I could go that way, maybe this, maybe that. If I do this, will that happen? Or what if then kind of energy, right? But then you have a yes, right? Yes, And yes, not yes to judgment, but yes to overcoming that, okay? So some of you, whatever that purpose may have been, it may have been that whatever happened, now you're like, I really don't know. And or I'm not sure that that's for me. I don't know if I want to put myself out there. I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling that way. It's time to move into that love, no matter what the judgment is, because some of you are just judging yourself, okay? Just putting that out there. Some of you are just judging yourself. It's time to move back into that love. And you have that yes, okay? Love, love. These lined up perfectly, okay? So there is that partnership, that potential partnership that needs to come through. It could be with yourself, and that is really what it is coming through. It's time to work on healing. It's time to work on releasing. It's time to work on moving forward. It's time to allow yourself to be big, bold, seen, and heard, okay? Again, because many of you have been there, but for some of you, you have shied away from it due to whatever this is, okay? It feels like it could be judgment. It's something from the past that's been holding you back, okay? But for each of you, it's going to potentially be something else, all right? So Spirit's not giving me the very, very specifics, but there is that energy, and you have love up here, but you also have purpose here. So for some of you, it has to do with something that felt like your purpose, potentially your career, potentially financially, what have you. But for others, there's a doubling up of love here, okay? So that may be what it is. But it is time to partner up, to reconnect, to recommit to your relationship within yourself. That's why the love is coming through here double, okay? If you had a love interest that judged you, or that potentially hurt you, or that something happened in the past that you've been holding on to, it is time to move past that. It will potentially, yes, be difficult, but there is that energy of needing to rebuild that bond, that connection, that trust within your own relationship with yourself, whether it has to do with love or something else, okay? Because that judgment is right in the middle. Yes, it is going to take patience, all right? It is going to take a lot of patience. Some of you have been holding on to this, holding on to that memory, staying in this instead of moving out of it. I know it can be difficult, but Spirit's indicating that you've held on for long enough. It's time to let go, okay? Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So for those of you that have been holding on for a while, or maybe that was your purpose or your time, right? Maybe that was how it was meant to be, but Spirit's indicating that that time has ended, that it is time to move forward. Yes, it's going to take patience, healing, trusting, learning again to open up, allowing yourself to be out there. It's all going to take of patience. It's going to take a little bit of time, but accepting that and beginning to recommit or opening up to the idea of is going to open up a space for you to be able to finally break free and move forward. Let go of that embarrassment. Wherever you are in life, right? Is Spirit's indicating where you are meant to be. There was something in it, there is something in it that you were meant to learn. There is a purpose to all of it, okay? Sometimes that's difficult to hear, because you better bet your bum that I have a difficult time hearing that as well, okay? Because the things that are so painful or so jarring or so shocking or shake everything up so much, aren't always the things that we want to hear, that there was a reason for it. What could it possibly be? And we may not ever know what the reasons are, but Spirit's indicating that it did happen for a purpose. Now, the last card that you have here, this video is getting a little long, is inspiration, the Ace of Wands, okay? Now, for those of us that, again, are over 18 or adults, which I'm hoping that all of us on the channel are, because that's who these messages are intended for, this could be considered a new love card, okay? It does resemble a male part, okay? Male, female, not about the gender, just about this energy of a potential new love interest. So you've got the two loves and you've got that, okay? For those of you that that's not what you're here for, or what this message is coming through for you for, if you have somebody that you're with that is doting, adoring, loving for you, and that you feel the same for, then that is not what this is for. But this Ace of Wands energy is a renewed inspiration, a renewed passion, a renewed energy of being open to new beginnings, to receiving good news, to having that energy of just being passionate within your life again, having those memories come back through, be reignited, okay? That inspiration, that beautiful energy. For some of you, there is that excitement of getting back into the game that you have kind of shied away from, stayed away from for quite a while. For some, 3 months to 3 years, 6 months to 6 years, okay? However that's coming through for you. But this is a maybe, yes, yes, yes. Get off the fence, okay? In the most loving, respectful, right way. Get off the fence and move back into, yes, 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 being back in the game and living your life in the most amazing way, no matter what judgment is coming through, because you do have a purpose. Love is here in so many different ways, right? It may take patience, but you are going to be well on your way. You just put one foot in front of the other. Use that voice, let yourself be seen. And for some of you, you just need to roar. I'm kind of surprised that the lion didn't come through here with that roar coming through. I guess it is kind of right there, right? That little head right there. Kind of that roaring energy. For some of you, practice that in the mirror or when you're in the car driving or whatever. Just use that boisterous voice. For others of you, let yourself be seen, okay? Just let yourself be seen. If you want to be a freak, right? Dress the way you want to dress, do whatever it is, no matter what the judgments are, because your worst critic, 9 times out of 10, is yourself. So be a little bit more graceful, be softer on yourself, rebuild that connection, right? Let your self-esteem, your self-confidence build up, and use all of that to be the inspiration, the catalyst for your comeback, because baby, it's time. All right. Whew. I hope this resonated with you. Go ahead and like and share this video if it does. It does help to get more eyes on this new channel. Also, if you are interested in my other channel, my main channel, it is Stars Aligned Oracle, so you can head on over there. We do mostly do Aquarius readings over there, but you are more than welcome. The message can resonate with everybody. Just because it comes through for that or on the Aquarius channel doesn't mean that it might not resonate for you, the messages over there. Okay. Also, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're seeing these or getting the notifications when these come through. When we do hit 50, I think it's 50 subscribers, everything is new again. So we're learning this together again here on this channel. We've gotten to where we can record a little bit longer. I think I'm recording it, but uploading might be a little bit. But I believe it's at 50 that I can start doing live streams. I don't do those a lot, but sometimes, like, I have another message that needs to come through for this channel that I talked about on my other channel. There's times where I might actually do live streams. This one, on this channel, I'm just doing a couple of readings a week. I just don't want to get overwhelmed. On the other channel, I do sometimes a couple of readings a day, but we'll see how this one grows and progresses. Again, we're doing this together. So make sure to subscribe to this channel and to my main channel, Stars Aligned Oracle. You're more than welcome on both channels, and we would love to have you. And I'll see you in the next reading soon.